Chapter 3 The Letter Tuesday, February 14th, 2006 The memory of meeting Elizabeth and the spiritual events that transpired in the months since convinced Calvin that his letter had been written with pure intent and conveyed his deepest truth. He hoped reading it would ease his wife's mind and help her understand his decision. I love you, Lisa. I loved our happy times. I love seeing you interact with our kids. Yet, I have issues right now. At my core, I can't settle and be complacent. Why? Because that's easy. Yes, I can handle any pain and deal with the void of staying complacent, but it's so much harder to be true to myself and consider leaving because it hurts so many others. I've always been about keeping people happy, without regards to my own happiness. That can't go on forever. Not if we both are to continue growing as people. I've been submerging myself into the distractions of work, and I think that's also caused me to neglect being the father I should have been all this time. For a long time, I have felt a sucking void deep in me. It has caused me to search far and wide for the ifs, for the might-bes, for the maybes. I've discovered over the last few months that what I've been missing is growth and knowing the true concept of love and light. I've missed knowing the act of living and experience. I've missed opportunities of actually living a life, not just walking blindly, consuming food and air to make it to the next day. By living the life I have been for the past few years, the void has grown daily. And please understand that when I speak of the true concept of love and light, I do not mean me loving another person. That is not what I am looking for. I mean loving myself, finding the strength, light, and compassion that I know is in me. Once that happens, I know I'll find my true love and finally emerge into a new world of light. Many, if not all, the answers to life's questions will end in either love or fear. For the last few years, my decision to not tell you that I'm unhappy was a result of fear. Fear of life without you, fear of hurting you, fear of you hating me and never wanting to see me again. But when you remove fear and remove restriction, you find liberating truth and love. The key is me being truly happy in order to help my children reach a life of being truly happy as well. A life without the void. That's what I strive for. That's what I want to do in my life. Spread the knowledge and example of true love in existence, to show the world what it means to experience, to love, to truly live. If I touch even one life, I have done my job in existing. And just think, there are 2 lives that came from you and me that we will touch day in and day out for the rest of our lives. To make a machine work properly when it is broken, you must strip it down component by component until you find the gear that isn't going into place. We examine and we try and we test until we find the faulty piece. We either fix it by replacing it, mending it, or in some cases, we decide it's not fixable at all. In the same manner, I need to find the components in me and in us that aren't working and examine them. It all comes back to my question to myself. Is a life that's comfortable worth sticking with if it leaves me with a void of growth, of pure love, of true happiness? If I do leave, am I guaranteed to find those things? No. Maybe the void is just knowing I've settled with my life. Maybe void isn't even the right word. So then the question would be rephrased. Am I content with settling with my life? And regardless of my answer to that, are you satisfied knowing I settled? You're a good person, and I've done nothing wrong. So let me lay this out before you. I am not being fair to you, or my children, or myself. Not being fair to the children? Mild, because they will always love me, and I, them. Not being fair to you? Huge, because it's been so many years of settling for what's comfortable. Not being fair to me? Profound. No way around it. If we separate, there will be hurt now, a year from now, 10 years from now. I need to take care of my situation, or it will affect my career. It will affect my being, my attitude, my heart. If we do nothing, the situation will be the same now as in 10 years, if not worse. I mean, compare my feelings of doubt at 20 to my feelings now. They've amplified. But if these are aspects I am willing and comfortable to deal with, and by all means, I should do it and stay comfortable. I am torn, confused, scared, and terrified of losing you, while at the same time scared of a new life alone. I still question every once in a while if this can all be true, the happenings of the last 3 months. Though I know too many things have happened to be coincidence, I've always been a skeptic. This time, though, I believe everything. I just want to live a life I am at peace with. So many people will say, Calvin, what the hell are you thinking? You're giving up a wife, everyday life with your amazing children, and for what? Because you aren't completely happy all the time? Well, no one is. That's life, and you've got it good. I can hear it now. People will say that to me, but they don't understand. And I don't think I can make them understand. But as long as I speak the truth always, how can I falter? I am taking myself down to truth, and struggling to open my eyes and see, as all humans do. What I do with that truth is free will at its best.